Hello again YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to be restoring this car. This is Vokaro No.1. This is the car from the ads. This was the first car they produced, we believe. And if you remember the last video where we had the Baja and we cut the roof off for the camper, this is where we started with the pan, where we ended with the camper build, but that's a different video. So in this video we're going to get this pan ready to fit this custom body. First kit car we ever built, but it should be fun, so let's get into it. So it's the same size as a Manx body, 14 or so inches removed from the pan. There are plenty of ways you can go about shortening the pan. This is just the way we did it. I know of a couple different other methods that you can use to get this accomplished. But this is the way we did it to make it fit this body. There are spot welds on each side here. I'm pretty sure they're for the e-brake cable. You can see we're like removing the surface of the spot weld and punching it out. And I'm pretty sure they're for the e-brake cable. I can't say for sure, but I know we did it to both sides and we drilled out a bigger hole. So you may have to do that if you go about doing it this way. The only two cables that you really need to go from the front to the back is the clutch and the fuel throttle cable. So at this point, the pan is cut and it's just being held together by the e-brake cables, heater cables, and stuff like that. And there's a bracket on the inside there, right underneath the e-brake, that you gotta like remove the weld. And so I'm like trying to get the welds to separate there. But like I said, the most two important ones is the clutch tube and the throttle tube. As long as you don't cut through those, should be pretty good. Everything else runs from the rear of the car up towards the front right there at the e-brake for the heater and the e-brake cables. So if you do cut through them here, it's not that serious. We're trying to get them to just come apart as gingerly as we can. And at this point it's free. We just gotta wiggle it apart and you'll see the clutch tube and the throttle tube slide out. You also gotta remove the welds on those at the rear of the pan section. You'll figure it out if you get this far. So now we go about actually shortening the pan, removing the 14 or so inches. I believe it's 14 1/4. I know the exact dimension, but if you're doing this, you should figure out the exact dimension for your body, whether it's Manx or whatever you decide to go with. In our case, it was 14 and some change. So at this point we've removed the material that we wanted from the pan section, and you can see the other tubes running from the back. That's the e-brake cables and heater tubes. Not really that critical in the first cut, but make sure you don't cut through them in the second one. And so you see the throttle and clutch cable there, and how we shortened the e-brake and heater tubes on the other side. And you just got to guide them into their little hole on the back side of the pan section. So at this point in the video, we have the pan pretty much shortened. We'll eventually finish the pan welding, get the body mounted We lowered the car. We've done quite a bit of work to get to this point. And remember, this is the car, number 1, the car from the ads. It's a lot of fun trying to preserve this piece of history. And now we're just finishing up the wiring. Just a little bit left, and we should be on the road. So stay tuned for the next video. Next one's going to be on the road. We just got to finish up this long block. See you in the next one. Bye.